Merrick Garland, the most dangerous man in our country, has appointed a special counsel to investigate Trump. This is what he said in a press release from the Department of Justice. Based on recent developments, including the former president's announcement that he is a candidate for president in the next election, and the sitting president's stated intention to be a candidate as well, I have concluded that it is in the public interest to appoint a special counsel. So he admits that this is because Trump is running for president, that he's appointed this special counsel. It's not for reasons of neutrality, though. It's not so that there's not an appearance of the current president investigating his political challenger. It's because he wants this to drag out into 2024. He wants this to be a predominant part of a hypothetical Biden-Trump matchup in the next presidential election cycle. Now, this special counsel is tasked with investigating two things. Essentially, the first is Trump's role in January 6th. This is what the actual order for the special counsel says, whether he or his affiliates, quote, unlawfully interfered in the transfer of power following the 2020 presidential election. So I think that's pretty vague. It could be pretty far-reaching. What they're looking for is exactly what the January 6th committee has been looking for, which is indication that Trump coordinated, encouraged any violence that happened on January 6th. But this actually takes it a step further because they will include in this, mark my words, this special counsel will include in this any questions, conversations, discussions, memos, positions that Trump or any of the people in his orbit asked about how to stop the certification of the Electoral College. Now, keep in mind, presidents are supposed to be allowed to ask whatever they want. You should be allowed to discuss something that may not be legal as you are examining whether or not it is legal or how to make it legal. That's actually proper and right. But this is such a vague order to the special counsel that it's certainly going to include any conversations Trump had about Mike Pence, any conversations Trump had about what he could do to slow down the certification of the Electoral College while he continued his investigation into what exactly happened in November of 2020. That's the first part of the special counsel's task. The second task is to investigate any classified documents that Trump might have been housing at Mar-a-Lago, whether it was an accident, whether it was intentional, but more importantly, what or if Trump did once the National Archives and then the FBI started requesting these documents. Did Trump cooperate? Did he hide? Did he camouflage these documents in any way? And this is going to be, of these two, it is my prediction that this is where the charges will be recommended to Merrick Garland. Merrick Garland also appointed the special counsel, by the way, because he doesn't want responsibility publicly for being the one to decide whether to indict Trump. He wants to be able to say, well, Jack Smith, the special counsel, recommended it. Who am I to question it? You're the Attorney General of the United States of America. But he wants to be able to avoid that responsibility. But it will be the second of these two things, the National Archives and their pursuit of documents that Trump believed were his property, that will result in an indictment. Because the statute that they will indict him over doesn't care about what the intent was. If you have any classified documents, that's all that matters. That can be a crime. And part of that statute disallows anybody convicted under that statute to run for political office again. We know that's exactly what they want.